Peter, welcome back to London Real.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, thanks. It's it's the most incredible time to be alive. I'll just correct one item. X Prize right now, we're up to $550 million in prize purses that we've offered that have driven probably about $10 billion in R&D. Very proud of that. We've launched our third $100 million plus global incentive competition. So lots going on.
Yeah, I love that. And I really want to dive into this latest one. I was watching that trailer earlier today. It's super exciting and super relevant. You know, I just turned 54 years old. And so, you know, I guess it's a little more relevant maybe the older you get. And of course, my parents are getting older and this stuff starts to really resonate as far as the longevity. So look, I really want to jump into that. I checked, Peter, our last conversation was almost 2 years ago. And I think at that point, I was asking you for the state of the union of artificial intelligence. And so I wanted to check in with you real quick and kind of find out, how do you think the last 2 years were? Do you think that we've come about as far as we thought we were coming? Do you think there's more danger or less danger? You know, we've recently read the headlines. I think the Anthropic CEO just came out with some headlines trying to kind of shock people a little bit, saying that AI could wipe out half of all the entry-level white-collar jobs. He thought the companies and the government were sugarcoating the risks. We've had the AI godfather, Yoshua Bengio, that said some of the models are lying to users. You tweeted out recently talking about how the OpenAI models can resist shutdown and sabotaging kill switches. But you also, Peter, are always the guy that says, look, I'm super optimistic. And this, if we see these things, we can also counteract these things. Where do you think we are right now, Peter?
Yeah. So I think it's been an extraordinary 2 years. I think that the speed has played out as expected, but it's real now. You know, 2 years ago it was theory. Today we're on the verge of the release of GPT-5 from OpenAI, Grok 3.5. We just saw Gemini 2.5. All of these are just numbers and names. They're effectively different AI systems being put out by these hyperscalers.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
There's $1 billion a day per day being invested in AI. And the reason for that, and it will scale up to 3 billion a day or a trillion per year over the next 5 years. And the reason is it's the most powerful, most impactful technology on the planet. There's nothing more valuable than intelligence. If you think about what differentiates us as humans, we're not the strongest animal on the planet. We're not the fastest or have the ability to fly. We're the ones that have the greatest intelligence that, by applying that intelligence, allows us to overcome all other life forms on Earth. And that power of intelligence has just gotten massively democratized and amplified. We just saw 2 years ago, probably around the time we were speaking last, that the first AI model showed an IQ of 101, which is by definition above 100, or the median IQ for humanity. Today, the IQ of the top large language models are in excess of 135 IQ. Will be reaching in excess of 160, super genius IQ, probably by the end of the year. So it's extraordinary. And for those who have watched too much Hollywood motion pictures and Terminator. It's scary as hell. Is it scary? Does it have the potential to do harm? Of course, as with any technology. The challenge is that we as humans always see the problem out there and we accelerate the problem all the way to today. And we don't realize that between the time that the problem actually occurs and today, there is time and we respond to it and we fix it. And so ultimately, how do we deal with the dangers of AI? And there are dangers. But I think of it as, I'm not concerned about artificial intelligence. I'm concerned about human stupidity. So the biggest issue I see in the near term is the dystopian use of AI by malevolent individuals, right? It's not the AI, all of a sudden taking control of our nuclear missiles and taking us out. So how do we deal with all of that? Well, we're going to deal with the use of AI by malevolent individuals by using AI to track what's going on.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.